Let's get this thing going. Hi guys, what's up? How's everybody doing this Sunday morning? What's up? What's up, Jason? Pipsy, how's it going? Whew. It was a long night, man, I tell you. I just, you know, I feel different today. What's, ooh. Yeah, I forgot one thing to do. I forgot. All right, I know what's wrong. Hold on. I got up this morning. I jumped in the shower real quick. I forgot to put on my makeup. That's what I did. All right, okay. All right. Yeah, I see what the problem is. Okay. Yeah, just give me a moment. Just get this. This goes here. And that. Okay. I think maybe. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, now I'm stuck. What is going on? All right, okay, there we go. I'm back. Oh, I got this little white line here. Yeah. Yeah. Let me fix my white line. A little white line there. Damn, I wish more people were here to see that. That was quite funny. Bye-bye, white line. What's going on? Yeah, I feel, yeah. I feel like myself now. Yeah, good. They're gone. Whew. Whew. So that was cool. That's kind of cool, right? You dig that? I'm gonna be messing with that a lot more. Not necessarily for streaming, but oh, sorry. Here we go. This thing right here, yeah. Character animator, Adobe Character Animator. I use it at work. Is it a little loud? Okay. Little loud. We'll go a little bit softer on the music. There you go. Is that better? Boost the voice up just a bit more. How about that? So yeah, character animator. I use this at work. I've done a couple of characters for a few spots. Nothing fancy. Like, we don't do ILM shit at work. But sometimes the clients want. I forgot to use the special buttons, man. Damn, like, oh hi. Oh, I just love being here. Woohoo! Yeah. I'm imitating It's a Gundam. This is one of the generic characters from the character animator. I tried to look for a skeleton real quick. I couldn't find one. All right. We'll get rid of her. Get rid of her. Change my desktop back. There we go. Well, do you have that? Do you have the full Adobe suite? All right, don't tell anybody. If they don't catch it, if somebody else comes in, I'm gonna oh cool. Then yeah, you got it, man. It's great. It's a great program. It's fun. It's fun to mess with. Oh. She came up in the I'm gonna mess around with something here real quick. Do something here real quick. What? Find out what output that is. Do I still have that open? No. Give me a second. Sorry. What I get for playing around with fun stuff before the stream. Yeah, that's more. All right. Going to let's set that display. He's on. Or not working. Go to 4. Want to go to 4. Not 4. Oh. Oh. Maybe I need to go to 3 then. Maybe. Display. Identify. Okay, well, that's 3. Maybe it's not going to work on. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. No. Maybe it's on 2. Okay. All right. Well, that says it's on. Wow, man. That is, if you could only see the view from where I'm looking. Big screen up there. All right, drawing is difficult for me still. Okay, well, I mean, let's see. After yesterday's broadcast, I spent 8 hours playing with Illustrator, creating a picture of the BSG Landrum. I find it really easy to draw in PowerPoint, and then send it to a. Is that what it is? PowerPoint? Or is that, what is that? PPT. Yeah. I envy you if you can create out art in PowerPoint. I just, you know. Here, now, again, here's my suggestion for anybody who wants to get into, if you're wanting to learn some of this software, you can sit there all day long and really just bang your head against the wall. You know, sometimes I do that, you know, a lot of times, you know, and a lot of times I've just learned from just, you know, doing stuff, you know, thank God for the web, for being able to go and just look up stuff. And I learned a lot of this stuff, you know, back in the 90s, right? You know, when there wasn't a lot of information out there. But now, I mean, if you really want to learn any software, I highly recommend LinkedIn Learning, which used to be lynda.com. And it has, I mean, it's grown since it first started. I mean, the whole lynda.com did, but now with LinkedIn Learning, it has just tons of stuff. Yes, it's a monthly subscription. you can get the lower subscription to you know, that where you don't have access to like the source files that they use in the tutorials, or you can pay just a little bit more, have access to download the source. I did that, and I mean, it is one of the best learning resources. You know, and think of it this way: just set aside yeah, just set aside oh, that's good. I mean, that's pretty good. You know, just set aside like for a month, you know, find a month where you're going to have a lot of time and pay for a month of it, and just sit down, you know, each night and go through they've got everything from like, you know, the essentials up to, you know, master level type courses. Deke McClellan is one of the instructors over there. They've got a lot of good ones, but man, I really loved sitting in on with his Photoshop courses. Did it? I did not know that. I did not know that at all. Now, veteran, I mean, did you have to be a 20-year veteran? Did you have to be a disabled veteran? I'm a 4-year veteran. I was in for 4 years. I'm a veteran of a foreign war. I have an honorable discharge. But yeah, LinkedIn, I mean, I mean, I can't, it's well worth the money, especially if you're trying to learn. And the thing about it is you don't just get access to that one thing, right? You don't just buy one course for that. You have access to everything in their course library, you know? So anyway, that's, you know, there's my, there I pimped LinkedIn Learning, which again, it used to be lynda.com, which was phenomenal. So, I need to switch something real quick. Yeah, hold on. Hi guys. Hi. How are you? All right. It's our secret. It's our secret, guys. Hey, what's up? It's our secret, all right? Oh, you know what I need to do? All right. Shh. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. But it's locked, but I'm gonna unlock it. All right, let's do this. I think I can do this. Yes. Oh, look at that. All right. Okay. Shh. All right. Oh, yeah. You guys know the secret, so don't really, you know, don't say anything. Seriously. Just between you and me. Between us, okay? Just between us. Don't need it. Yes. Okay. Okay, so somebody comes in, I'll say, oh man, I'll be right back. Okay. Shh. Oh, shh. Hey, what's up, George? Hey, I'll be right back. I got to go get some coffee. You know. Oh my God, George is here. Hey, George. What's up? How you doing? I love it when George is here. What happened? What? Did I get the wrong kind of coffee? I know, I really do, right? I need to go XLR voice changer because, you know, she has some hairy knuckles. Woohoo! Woohoo! Okay, well. All right, I think I got decaf. Yeah, I think I might have got decaf, so let me go switch. I'm gonna go switch it for, you know, so let me be right back. I gotta get, I gotta get some caffeinated stuff. Oh my God, that's much better. Whew. Ah, yes. Coffee. All right. So I'm done pimping LinkedIn Learning. I love LinkedIn Learning. It's great. All right, let's you know, get back into what we were doing yesterday, right? How's everyone today? How's everyone's Sunday going? It's a chill Sunday here. Obviously, we're having some fun because we know Monday's gonna suck. So we're gonna try to animate our Mr. Skelly. Look at all those skeletons. Woohoo! Yeah, we're not much of a Monday guy around here, right? We're not much. Oh, what? That's not right. Why is she there? Why is she there? He is on the wrong screen. I know why. I know why. There we go. There we go. Okay. I think we're better. We're back. We're better. We're better. Although I do need to go into the... gonna add play 3. Oh my God. And add display 4. Okay. There she is. Such a cutie. Okay. All right, there we go. All right. Shh, shh. All right, again, shh. Our secret. Nobody say anything. Skelly. All right, Skelly's. The Skellies have invaded the graveyard. I'm gonna make a couple Skellies here. We're gonna go over to the graveyard. We want Skelly. There's Skelly 1. There's Skelly 2. We're gonna pull up Skelly 2, right? One of the things I like to do, I like doing a little head sway, right? Let's do a little head sway. So we can hold down with our pointer key or selection tool, our pointer selection. We can hold down the, do I need to go over like what we did yesterday, right? I mean, yesterday, like we went and separated, you know, all these guys, you know, Skelly into his parts, bodies, legs, his head, you know, and then the graveyard. Let's go back to the graveyard. We'll kind of get rid of some of these Skellies here. And then the graveyard, we did a little bit of a animation there. Moon comes up. I think I want to kind of have these guys kind of, as it's going, they're going to kind of do these little, you know, pop-ups in the background, but I want them to like wave or whatever. But we took this, we took these Illustrator files. Let me open up Illustrator too. Everybody with me? Everybody still with me? I get it. You want the girl back. Okay. Wow. Oh, white screen of okay. So yeah, we took the our graveyard and we had separated it into its elements of the sky, the moon, the background, the middle ground, and the foreground. We had combined some elements with the Unite tool and all that stuff so that it was less complicated and less resource intensive. If we really wanted to, we could then go in and create PNGs out of most of this and really kind of just, you know, if we're not going to do a whole lot of you know, major scaling with it, you know, JPEGs and or PNGs are sometimes more efficient. So then we had Mr. Skelly, our skeleton guy. We also, you know, took from this whole guy here who had a lot of parts. You know, we took him and started to mask him up, and then, you know, Interfleet kind of said, "Hey, use the knife tool," and so that's what we did. We ended up having using the knife tool on most of the other parts, but like his head is actually a masked body of his head. And his body is also a masked portion. but then we went in and used the knife tool on his legs. And the thing about it is we took we cut the one arm off and we just flipped it to the other arm, so that saved us a little bit of time too. So same thing with the legs. So we got all the body parts all separated, and now we've the mask is just it made it non-destructive. I was just using a mask as a way to just to do it quickly. The knife tool worked good too. So, like, it's just sometimes you got to find the right tool for the right job. There's no right or wrong way really to do any of that. When you pull them into After Effects, it does not, I don't think it does not pull in like the, or maybe it does. Let's see, the head. Yeah, well, I put a mask on the head myself, but like when you pull in the head, like you can see there's a bounding box there that is that big, but there's no information. There's no, the rest of the body did not come in that I masked. It just still recognizes the area, that there was something down there. It just didn't import it in. So, and then I went and masked it so that my bounding box would be the shape of his head. All right, so we got all that stuff in, all our elements that we want in, and remember, a lot of times when you pull items in, you're gonna have a registration point on all your objects. Everything has one. Here we already pulled in moved the registration points yesterday, but like I said, you'll have these registration points that you can move, and that will be the point of rotation, the point of scaling, all that kind of stuff. Any transform you do, it will use the registration point as the origin, the origin point. So like right now, I have his registration point in the middle. So if I were to hold down the W key and then rotate it, he's going to rotate around the middle. Woohoo! And maybe you want that, when you're like, if you're doing round tires for a car or something of that nature, you want it to, you rotate around that point of axis, that point. You can do that. When you scale now, I'll select the pointer tool. I'll then hold down my shift key. Oops. Let's go down to we'll scale it from the timeline. You select a layer, hit S, and scale will come up, and then you could scroll over the numbers, and a two-headed arrow thing will come up, and then you can scale, or you can double-click and set whatever number you want. Like, it'll scale from, that origin point or that registration point. We're going to move that registration point by holding Y and pull, and it pulls up the pan behind or anchor point tool. The anchor point tool, and we're going to pull it down to about where his neck meets his head. And now if we hold the W key, it will rotate there. And if we decided to scale it, it'll scale from there, from that point, from that registration point. For now, I want his head to do a little bit of a sway, so I'm going to start by rotating his head just a little bit to the left. I'm gonna move my playhead to the start. I'm going to hit the stopwatch key. hit the stopwatch key. That creates a register or a key point. I'm then going to move it about 15 frames over, and then I'm going to hold down my W key while he's selected, while that is still selected, and in the composition window, I'm just going to rotate it over to the right. Oops, I made a scale. Sorry, I made a scale. Let me go back and do that again. I'm on scale. So we want rotate. So we're going to hit R. Creates a key point. I'm going to move that back. I'm going to move him back. Keep moving him around. All right. So, all right. Yeah, we got our rotation. We've got our stopwatch. Sorry. Now we're going to go to like 15 frames, and then we're going to rotate him. And you see it creates another key point or a keyframe there. We got 2 keyframes. But I want his head to go back, to the same position. So while I'm going to move my playhead to where I want his head to rotate back to, I'm then going to just click on the first key frame. The key frame. I'm going to Control C, and while my playhead is still in that location I want it to be, I'm going to Control V, and it pastes that keyframe back. So now I've got 2 keyframes that are the same, and then the one in the middle. So I can just scrub through this, and his head will go back and forth. Now, I want him to keep doing this the whole time for 10 frames or for 10 seconds. And I could do that one of 2 ways. I can, pull this all the way out to 10. I could sit here and now select the keyframes I want, and then go, and then just sit here and go out and out and out, and it's kind of a long and laborious process. The body disappears because the other layers are not extended out to the full thing. I can just drag those out. And then his head's going to stop, because I don't have any more keyframes. His head kind of stops, doesn't it? Goes doop, and then I think it's because those 2 are the same. Delete that one. Boop. Move those over a little bit. Now you should. Okay. That's one of the things about the fundamentals of animation. If you want something to seem lifelike, you want to. There's this thing called the perpetual motion. We're always in motion. And so you'll notice a lot of animated characters, especially like in games, where they have this kind of, this stock movement they do that, because a lot of times they don't want your characters to just like be robotic and walk up to this, and then stand there. Like, we're always moving, subtly swaying, whatever. And that's kind of what that kind of represents there. All right. But that's long. That's long and laborious. There's another way we can do this. We can loop this animation. We will make what's called a pre-composition in After Effects, which is we'll hold the Control Shift C. We're going to say head bob, or let's say head sway. We'll leave all our attributes, or we're going to move all our attributes to the new composition. so that if we twirl down, there are no keyframes there, but they are still there because they're in the pre-composition. And we are going to go to time and enable remap. Nope. I want to say we're going to set. Oops. We're going to use a loop out cycle. There's something we're gonna have to do to where we create a keyframe there, then we delete this keyframe. All right. And now our head sway will it'll just continue on the whole time, and we don't have to set any more keyframes. So if we go back to our graveyard, we could take Skelly. Let's scale him down a bit. He's way in the background. Let's put him more in the behind the foreground. There we go. We'll render him out here real quick. Now, one of the things we're going to fix is you see how the background is moving. We are going to move him also. Fact, what we are going to do, we're going to what's called parent him. There's a parent link. We're going to grab this little pick, what they call the pick whip here, and we're going to parent him to the foreground trees. And now he kind of scales with, with the background. But we got his, his nice little head. I'm gonna let me put this on auto. It'll render a little faster. There you go. So a little bit of head sway in there. You could put some music and have his head doing a little head bop or whatever. It looks a little robotic, so we're going to do one thing here. So I went into his head sway pre-composition. I pressed U to open up the keyframes. I'm going to click on rotation, and that'll select all these keyframes. I'm then going to click F9, and that creates easing. If you've ever been into any kind of animation, you have what's called ease in and ease out. That's where things in motion are not always, they don't always, you know, well, it's like your car. When you're at a stop, you kind of ease out from a stop to full speed. And when you're coming to a stop, you kind of ease into the stop. And that's what easing is. Ease out and ease in. It just kind of creates a bit of a smoother, less robotic motion. And I mean, it has a lot of capabilities. I'm opening up the graph editor. After Effects has just a lot of fine tuning and ways to use the easing to create more realistic animations and stuff like that. In fact, I want to do, let's do that to the moon also. His position, I'm gonna say F9, put some easing on that. Maybe we'll do it to the scaling too on all of these. So now everything has a bit of an ease to it. All right. Oops, I don't mean to move him. I want to move Skelly. Let's move Skelly over. And no, even though he's parented, you know, if I move this foreground, now that he's parented to the foreground, he'll move with it. But I don't want to do that. I just want to move him. So with parenting, and I'll show you, parenting is a good way to kind of do rigging too. We'll go back and parent Mr. Skelly here in a minute, but I can move him individually. I'll put him behind this gravestone there, and I'm going to move this registration point down to the bottom, because now, you know, if I scale him, he can pop up, you know, from behind there. If you have After Effects, a good pack to invest in if you want to do this sort of stuff is the Mr. Horse Animation Composer. You can go download Animation Composer and get some free presets. They are great to do quick, you know, add quick animations. To your pieces, to elements and stuff. So we're gonna put some scale animation. I want it from anchor point Y. I don't want him to bounce. Maybe overshoot. I want him to kind of pop up. So I've added that. So and if you're testing an animation, you don't want to sit here and test, like, you know, the whole thing when you're rendering. Now, when you render something, this is this little green line that shows you that it's rendered. It's rendered, and you can play it, and you want to preview it. And you can do that by hitting the what is it? The 0 key on your number pad. It will let you it'll render it out to, and then play it back to preview. And if you don't want to sit there and watch like, the whole thing, and you're just trying to test just a few seconds of your animation, you can use what's called the in and out points. There's a beginning and an end point. And I just want to do about 2 seconds, and it'll sit there and loop it over and over. So I've put that Mr. Horse preset on there where he pops up, and it works pretty good. That does exactly what I want him to do. It's a little fast. So you'll see when I add any of those Mr. Horse animations, it gives you a little TRN. And I'm going to move that to about a second. But look at that. See, now you have that little bounce. Which is cool. I think that's kind of cool. I think that gives it a little bit of... I like that. I like that a lot. All right. I'm going to go back to Mr. Skelly, because we're going to continue to kind of do a few things. So let's parent Skelly. I am going to go back up and make sure that my registration, because now that I've made a pre-comp, which for his head, it's now the bounding box is this whole thing, and there's a new registration point. I want to move that. It's not really going to affect his head, but it's just one of those things where if I add any other, like maybe some scaling, the registration point will do it from that same place. I'm then going to pre-comp his arm. No, I'm not. Let's not pre-comp his arm just yet. I want Skelly to be, let's have his arms just kind of, do a kind of a, stretch out, something like, do a little bit of a, So I'm going to start here. I'm going to put my head to the first frame. I'm going to twirl down. Actually, I'm going to select it, and then I'm going to hit the R key for rotation. I'm going to set a keyframe, and then I'm going to set another keyframe out to almost 2 seconds. I'll move that arm like that. I'm going to move my playhead out again, and I'm going to Control C with that first keyframe selected, and then Control V, and it pastes it. With them all selected, you can drag and select around them. Hit F9, that creates a little bit of a sway. I'm just going to move my out point to that last one so I can test it. Got kind of a good sway to it. You can then take that rotation, select those keyframes, go to the next arm, hit R, and paste. And it'll select those same keyframes. Right? But I'm going to go to the middle keyframe. Oop. And I'm going to hold down my W key. And I'm just going to rotate that one in the opposite direction. Or if we start on the first keyframe and we move oops, come on. Hold down the W and rotate it out and go to the other arm. Come on, rotate it in just a little bit, right? Then go to the middle keyframes, which you can go directly to the keyframes with these little arrow keys right next to these blue ones, and it'll shift it. There's also a keyboard shortcuts for that. I think it's what K goes to any of the keyframes. You know, it just switches to the next keyframe in any of those layers. But I'm starting there, and I'm going to go to these keyframes. I kind of want I don't want them to like go out separately. I want them to do like the floss. There we go. All right, and then I'm gonna take this keyframe. I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna go to that last keyframe, and I'm just gonna paste it right over it. Same thing. I'm gonna go to the first keyframe. I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna go to that last keyframe, and then paste it. Oh, okay. That's not what I want, right? That's not what we want. Dun. I think we may. Let's see. I don't see it. Okay, checking to make sure I don't have too many keyframes in there. All right. There's the right. Okay. Things out. So our other one is not okay. Whoop. There we go. There we go. There we go. So now we got this nice legs swaying. Now, instead of making each of these a pre-comp on their own, I'm going to select both of them, and we're going to create the arms. We're going to move everything to the pre-comp. Actually, let's make sure. Oops. Like what I want, yeah. First, what I want to do is adjust the time. I accidentally trimmed that. All right, come on. What's going on? I did something. All right. Yeah. I accidentally did a thing. So let's do that again. All right, the left arm is there. We're gonna start. Oops. Let's start with that out there. Come on now. W. Give me the road. There we go. And then the next arm is rotation. That's there. Rotate. No. We do want that there. We want that one. Gosh dang it. There. We need a sticky keyboard. Nope. Now, Control C, Control V. Back to, and then this one is Control C, then Control V. All right. All right, there we go. All right. And then I want to, both of these, I want them about to end at that last keyframe. So I'm going to set my playhead where on those keyframes and then do Alt right bracket, and that will trim. Yes, pre-comps are like group layers. It's like, yeah, it's like nesting a group of layers. It's like in Photoshop, you have a bunch of layers and you want it to be grouped together. You can put it in a folder, and that's how that is. And then that allows you to put more animation on top of that and add, you know, filters. A lot of times I will group certain scenes into its own pre-comp. Like if I have different styles of text on an end plate and I want them all to have the same drop shadow, I will create my text, you know, in the scene, in its layers. I will then pre-comp that, and then I will then add my drop shadow to everything. That way I'm not going in and trying to add the same drop shadow to each of those. It just adds it to the whole layer, you know, the whole text folder, as it were. That way, if I need to change it, it'll change it on everything, and I don't have to then go back to each individual piece of text. I hope that makes sense. But, I mean, there's just all kinds of other, you know. Yes, it's a way to group elements together. Nobody new has come in. It's just still Jason. So George is still here. I hope, George, that, you know, my soothing dulcet tones are you know, helping. I need some coffee. I need to reheat my coffee, so I'll be right back. Wink, wink. Oh my God, Xanthi's back. My voice. Yeah. Xanthi's here. All right. Finally. What's up, Xanthi? Hi. How are you? Love ya. I know. It's like, oh my God. Can you believe it? Yeah, I thought it was cute, so it's just amazeballs. Yeah. Well, this is what I get for drinking decaf. This is character animator in Adobe. The Adobe software, Creative Cloud. Yep. So, you know, you could, you know, if you have the Creative Cloud, yeah, Sailor Grim, yep. Well, okay. Yeah, let me switch back to, I'm going to switch back to decaf. I mean caffeinated, because, no, I did not make this. This is one of the stock images. I did not have time to create. I was going to make the Skelly guy, you know, that we were using yesterday. But anyway, all right. Yes, I need to, I switch back to, yeah, I'm switching back to caffeinated, because this decaf just doesn't, I don't feel right. I don't feel right. Yeah. Oh, much better. Much better. So yeah. That was fun. She is definitely way better looking. The hairy man knuckles anime girl suits my voice. Okay, so we're gonna create this pre-comp of the arms. We're gonna do both his arms together in the one. Control Shift C and arms sway. Sailor Grim. Click OK. I'm gonna right click. We're gonna do time and enable that, and we're going to click a keyframe and then get rid of that, and then we're going to alt click this stopwatch. That opens up again the expressions editor, as they call it, and we're gonna loop out and cycle. And what that should do is get his arms to sway back and forth for 10 seconds. Let's see how he looks in the... Let's go for more than 2 seconds. How about 5? Do the whole 5. And one of the things we could do is then we could take Skelly, duplicate him. We'll move Mr. Second Skelly. We're going to parent him to the mid-ground trees. And then let's duplicate Skelly again. I'm going to put him in the background trees. Let's parent him to the background trees, right? I'm going to scale him down a bit. But he's turning into an army of skeletons back there. Let's kind of him like right there, a little bit bigger. All right. It's like, oh my God, we're being. He's kind of, that guy's kind of hidden back there. I don't like it. He's kind of hidden. I don't want him hidden. When is he? Boop. There we go. There you go. And so, you know, that's kind of a, that's the kind of quick and down and dirty way of just, that's just the kind of stuff I do at work, you know, create little creative animations, you know, using Illustrator, you know, just some simple artwork that you can get, you know, stock image. You know, there's so much more you could go. Then the only reason it takes me 30 minutes is because I've been doing this for fucking over 10 years, you know, or more. So, I mean, all right, you want to do something fun? You want to do something fun? You want to do something else fun? Yeah, Fiverr. Yeah, Fiverr kills designers. Because you get a bunch of people charging cheap prices for stuff that, you know. I thought about going to Fiverr, but yeah, I'm not gonna go to Fiverr. I don't know. I don't want to keep getting like small jobs. Let's do one other thing. What else we want to do? Let's just add. I do want to do something fun here. I feel like we need to do just one other thing. Oof. Private tutorial. I mean, you know, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh yeah, I've done. There's so much already in my mind that I want to do more with this that it's. Trust me. We could be here for a week. Well, there's spooky music, there's some sound effects. I'm looking for some. I thought I had at least a one Halloween-y looking font in here. I don't remember what it was. Yeah, and I can't stand looking at this screen. I cannot stand looking at this screen. I cannot stand looking at that screen when I'm doing these because I'm a dual monitor guy. I'm a dual monitor guy, and are you going to create a new or what? Come on. Yeah, chiller. That's one of the ones I'm looking at. Yeah, I'm a dual monitor guy, and This is what I'm usually working with. I have my main comp screen, my projects, all my utility, alignment and, font choosers and audio and all kinds of other stuff over here. And then I have my main timeline over here so that I could see all the layers of my timelines. Yeah. I have four monitors. What you're looking at right there is my actual monitor real estate. I still got Ren, the character animator is running over to the right. I've got her up in one of my main big monitors on the wall. And then these two are my main kind of work monitors right here. So I've got, this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. If I get a USB-C monitor, I can have actually 5 monitors. Terrible. Anyway, all right. Yes, chiller. That's a good suggestion. Cause this is chiller. But I thought there was another one. All right, let's. How did I do that last time? I gotta look something up real quick. Yes. No. Not what I want to do. Well, okay. I did it wrong. All right. So what I'm trying to do right now is I want this text to be curved. It's a lot. You can do it in Photoshop and Illustrator, text on a path. So I've created my text. Can you even see me? I can't see me because I'm in my dual monitor thing, and it's. There we go. I don't use vMix. I use OBS. In character animator, this character animator is it's made to do this stuff. So you can select in character animator the preferences for your. Let me go back to Photoshop. I'll show you. So over here on the right, you know, this is character animator, and within character animator, you can rig your character, you can record your character, you can stream your character. And I added that's just a screen grab of my background that, you know, I did. I just grabbed the screen. I really wanted to sell it and try to put my microphone in front of her, but I didn't have time to do that. Yes, you have. You've squirreled me again. Dang it. She toaster the squirrel. Yes, that is the Hoovian girl. Where's Midnight? It's one of those days when, you know, everybody's screaming and making noise around the house, you know. That was the Hoovian girl. Yes, I'm squirreled again. I don't use vMix, I use OBS, but like I was saying, this is the character animator. You can rig characters, you can then record them, but you can also stream them, and I'm in stream mode. You could set up little well, you know, you can set up these little functions or performances, like, you know, oh my gosh, he's so dreamy, right? Love you. So you could set up those kind of things, expressions, and I mean, it's not just the headshot. You can do a full character also if you want. But yeah, but I've got it set to one of the outputs is to this other monitor, and that is set up in OBS as display 4. You know, just like you would pull a camera source in. You know, that's just the display. That's one I'm pulling in my display source that character animator is sending its output to. So yeah. Hello. How are you? Everyone having a good day? I think I might want to stay this way for a while. Don't judge. Don't judge. You're judging me. I can tell. Oh, phone call. It's one of those days, like I said, things going on in the background that just, you know, yeah. Dogs getting out the house, running down the street, you know. Yes, no, yeah. Sailor Grim was back. Sailor Grim is now not back. Sailor Grim is trying to explain things, but I'm about to have a sit down with folks in this house. I'm about to have a sit down with folks in this house and explain to them that during certain hours they need to, you know, lock themselves in the room or something. Because daddy's trying to make some money. Because daddy's trying to make some money. We need to come to an understanding. Yeah, feel me? Angry emoji, yes. Here we go. Here we go with the dogs barking again while I'm trying to stream. Yeah. Probably have to edit this part out of phone and change it to, like, a tutorial video. Yeah, this is, people like beginning with this guy is psycho. I really wish Jez would show up. I wish the Jez show should show up right now while I'm doing this. This would be funny. Impartial Geek, if you're watching, I hope you're getting a good laugh. Yeah, because your avatar is next. Barely hear them. Okay. Well. Okay. All right. The only saving grace is that I'm about to get some Starbucks, so. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to what, Yeah, I that's one of the things I just have not got into yet. I have the Wave 3. I'll have to look at other voice. Is my voice peaking? Am I peaking at all? Hold on. I'll be right back. Huh? Oh, good. Yeah. Because I'm in the middle of streaming here, and Okay, so yeah, the kid's back. The kid's back. Not muted, but you tell him, yeah. Yeah. The kid's back. Dogs are safe. On with the show. On with the show. This is one for Elo. This is one for Dr. Elo. Roar. Okay. All right, let's go back up. We're gonna do good story. Yes, the Hoovian girl is going. Hoovian girl. We'll just call it that from now on. The Hoovian girl. For Xanthi, it's the boyfriend. For me, it's the Hoovian girl. Works. Yes, I don't use vMix. I got the free trial of vMix. 60-day free trial, re-up that, so I'm gonna mess around with vMix some more. There might be a way to do a Cylon. Might be a way. Yes, I really want to get into vMix because I feel there's a market in my area. I could probably corner the market for, you know, live streaming, helping people to live stream in this area. I don't know that anybody does a lot of it around here. Yes, triggers, and that's the whole thing. And David talks about that a lot. You know, the triggers, and I would really, I'm a gearhead kind of guy. You know, not totally really technical, not a code monkey like George. George, if you're still there, thanks for all your assistance throughout these last couple weeks with everything. So, all right. So we were talking about just, you know, how character animator works, what it's used for. I think I could expand my audience if I go VTuber with a little bounce. Apologies, Xanthi, but yeah, a little bounce, you know, a little bounce. You know, a little VTube hot tub streaming. You know, there are a lot of VTubers. One of my favorite VTubers is It's a Gundam. It's a Gundam. If you don't know who It's a Gundam is. All right, okay. We are definitely down the rabbit and squirrel because I pulled up, like, you know, over here, I pulled up what I was looking up to do in After Effects. We would be rolling in the dough. Okay. So I got the, you know, the message from yesterday about who, you know, apparently we're cousins. We have the same last name, Tipsy. So we got to be related somehow. My last name is Moore also. Yeah, yep. For sure. Okay, so let's kind of continue. Let's get back on track. We were doing this the Halloween thing. I wanted to add this text. Let's go with some, you know, some traditional orange. Halloweeny, maybe like a candy corn-esque. Text here. Now I'll let you see what I'm doing. So see, I got to it before you told me. I'm getting better. I want the fill over the stroke. One of the things I want to do is, while the text is selected, I'm going to click on the pen tool and create a path. And it'll create a mask, but that's okay, because we're not going to mask it out. We just want to go to the text. And click on the text itself. Right? Select with it selected, twirl down text. You'll have path options. which will twirl down, and then we're going to select the mask. Now our text is following the path in After Effects. Because I want my text on a path. A little bit of a curve. I kind of want this to... There's a vertex or anchor or point tool. The pen tool works similar across platforms. So, you know, if you want to create a curve on a Bezier, just grab your the anchor point, or they call it the convert vertex tool, but it's an anchor point tool like in Illustrator. Now, one of the issues right now is it's not centered, so you can go to your paragraph, hit center, and now it's centered. You can animate along that path. You can do what's called there's, where is it? I believe it'll be transform. Maybe, let's see. Yes, you can. You can. There you go. Right? Your margins. I'm going to reset those. So yeah, using your margins, you can animate it along the path. There are other options. You can add animators. So you could start down here to make it explode up, you know, or move along the path. You can animate the, you know, the scale, the position, the opacity, all that kind of stuff, the fill colors, the tracking, all kinds of stuff. You could, I mean, yeah, all kinds of stuff you could do. I just wanted to have a curve to it. I am then going to take my anchor point tool, and there it is. There's the anchor. I am going to move my anchor point down to here, but then I'm going back to my animation composer,